Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy, I'm Jake98 here, and today I've got a special video making a new series here guys. It's specified at the new Legends cards that were released by FIFA 14 and EA themselves, and I'm kind of shocked that there's certain players that aren't included in it that should be, definitely. And this is my series called Forgotten Legends in FIFA 14, and basically I'm going to be going through 3 players per video, telling you why I think they should be legends and why I think they're obvious choices. And today I've got 3 players that I think are very obvious to me. You might think differently, but this is my personal opinion. The stats aren't going to be always right, but this is based on stats from previous years and what I've looked at, and I've got the apps and goals for their careers and their clubs as well. So let me know what you think of this series guys. I would love you guys to give me your suggestions and let me know what players you think should be classed as legends in FIFA 14. And yeah, so we're going to get started with the first player today. And to be fair, he has been around for a long time and he's not included, which is a bit of a piss take for me. It is David Beckham. Now, this guy, for certain people, you'll either love him or hate him. He was an English star. I mean, some moves for him to Real Madrid and AC Milan sort of stirred his career off a bit towards the end, because his best time, I think, in my opinion, was at Manchester United. And his clubs in general were Man United, Real Madrid, LA Galaxy, AC Milan, and Paris Saint-Germain, where he actually just played 10 games. He didn't score any goals, but he finished his career at Paris Saint-Germain and he actually broke out in tears at the end. But he's a fantastic player and he is a legend in my eyes, and as you can see, he's not included in FIFA 14 Legends. He had overall in his career 523 apps, and 97 goals over the course of his career, and he played as a right mid at certain clubs, and then he sort of played a more central role, because he did play for England in a central role, and his stats on this card I think are pretty good. I've put him 90 central midfielder. Obviously this is an old photo that I just thought I'd put there, and I've put 70 pace because I don't think he was the fastest in the world, 88 dribbling because he had great control on the ball, 89 shot, 70 defending, 94 passing and 89 heading. And now it's debatable that his shot could be higher than his passing, but I didn't put it that way, because you go and watch clips of this guy or footage from this guy, if you remember him back in the day, now there was rarely a moment where he missed an open goal, but he always created chances for people. And I mean, he's constant. He was, I didn't want him to end his career. I don't think he did want to end his career. I think he's an obvious choice. I don't know why he's not in FIFA 14 Legends. It's absolutely, well, it's just pathetic really, because he's absolutely amazing, and it's quite a shock for me that he's not included in there. I like this card a lot. He's not the best in the world, but he has got to be classed as a legend for me. I don't know whether they'll be bringing these players in the future, but let me know what you think guys. That is David Beckham at his prime at Man United, and we move on to the next player, which is Zinedine Zidane. Now this guy was a French sensation. You could either love him or hate him as well, because there was a lot of moments where he portrayed himself as a bit of an arsehole and a bit of a thug, but to be fair, overall I've put him as a 93 cam because he played a central attacking position. He's French obviously, and in a sense he's probably classed, he is one of the best players to ever, well, play football and grace the earth. And basically his clubs here, he played for Cannes before moving to Bordeaux, Juventus, and then his, I'd say, greatest move was at Real Madrid, because he played, I think, he was there for around 4 or 5 seasons, but that was his best spell in my opinion. He really showed us he was a mastermind on the ball, and basically he had 506 apps overall in his career, scoring 95 goals for a central attacking midfielder. That is actually pretty damn good. I mean, I suppose you could score a few more, but whenever he did shoot, he rarely missed, to be fair. One stat I could have changed is probably his heading ability. I probably would have put that up to at least maybe an 86 or 87, because he did score some fantastic goals. Remember when he won the World Cup with the header that won it for the French team. But overall, I've put him as a 93 central attacking midfielder, 78 pace because he was pretty fast, 89 dribbling, 95 shot, 75 defending, 88 passing, and 84 heading, which I would have changed. But shot in general, I think there's no that should be around that region, because his shot power and his shot overall was fantastic. He has great curve on the ball, to be fair. Control on the ball, dribbling was great because he played in the central midfield position, so he needs to be pretty good on the ball or he's going to lose it. And passing as well, 88, I said he has a very accurate pass, and generally I love this card. I think it's a fantastic card. It really does shock me that he's not in Legends either. I've heard a lot of people say that this guy should have been a definite choice. Why isn't he? I mean, the next player I'm going to show you is, personally, my opinion, the one that you cannot miss, because he hasn't been in Legends or FIFA XIs for years, and I don't see what is wrong with FIFA, well, EA, in a sense that they haven't put him in there. But Zinedine Zidane is a fantastic French player. He was a fantastic French player, and he was one of the best players in the world, and he's not included in FIFA 14 Legends, guys. So that is a bit of a shame, but let me know what you think. Now, the final player for this video is the one and only Bobby Moore. This guy he's probably my favourite player on earth. He was my favourite player. Died of cancer, sadly, and I think that was in 1993 or so. And his clubs were West Ham United, where he had his best spells. He was there for 15 years. Then he moved to Fulham for 4 years, and then he ended his career at Herning Fremad, but he also had a spell at Seattle Sounders. Now, those two last clubs were a bit more ending his career. He did actually manage some clubs. He went to manage Oxford United and Southend United as well, which he didn't have great spells at, but he'll always be remembered in Oxford eyes because he did move to there and manage them. But I've given him a 93 overall for a central defender. Some say, even Pele himself said that he was the best defender ever to grace the earth and the best defender that he ever played against. I agree with him. I think he was fantastic. I'm not being biased because I support West Ham, because we have had some great players. I mean, the likes of Jeff Hurst, Trevor Brooking, Bobby Moore, Martin Peters, it could go on. I mean, Bobby Moore is probably our most known player to come from our academy, and he's fantastic. I miss him so much. He had 708 apps overall in his career, which is absolutely brilliant. Goals, he had 26 for a centre-back, and that is pretty damn good. I've put his shot to 89 because, if you hear me out, if you see the shots and the goals he scored, his shooting ability was fantastic for a centre-back. He was pretty fast on the ball as well. He always made runs into the enemy's box, and he was always making runs forward. He had great control on the ball, 92 dribbling there. Overall defending, I've put to 89, could be 90, but 92 dribbling overall. His control on the ball was fantastic. He always made runs down the wings as well. 87 passing, very accurate pass he had, and 88 head on the ball. Debatable, but it was a pretty good head on the ball. Overall, as a defender, he was probably one of the best centre-backs in the world and ever to play football in England. 15 years at West Ham, 4 years at Fulham. He moved to Fulham. I don't know why he moved to Fulham. I think we allowed him to leave, but 93, I think that's a definite overall rating that he should have. Fantastic. I don't know why he's not in FIFA 14 Legends, but he had 500 and something, in around 500 apps for West Ham United. Fantastic centre-back, and I don't know why him, David Beckham and Zidane, them three, for me, the most obvious reasons why they're not included. Players like Raul, obviously Pele's already included, but Raul I was going to include, but I'm going to do that in my next video. But let me know what you think, guys. Bobby Moore, David Beckham and Zinedine Zidane are players that are not included in FIFA 14 Legends. I don't know if they will be in the future, but let me know what you think, guys, because to me this is very pathetic, because I think they should be included. And they're obvious choices for me, guys, so I need to know your suggestions now of who to do next, because I'm not going to continue without your suggestions. Or I might do if you don't bother, because I just have to continue it. But let me know what you think, guys. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. Let me know what you think. Bobby Moore, David Beckham, Zinedine Zidane, legends in my eyes. Thanks for watching the video, guys, of my new series, Forgotten FIFA 14 Legends. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you guys later.